Welcome back to some more Conrad Stevenson. Today we are going to be taking a look at the new ghost that was just added on the church at Spruce Street. And I was accidentally here, so we loaded right in. Even better. So the patch notes say that the ghost was added at the church. And you definitely want to be looking for this ghost at the church. There are lots of places on this map. I explored them all. The only new ghost I found is literally at the church, so we're going to go take a look. If you remember, there's currently 3 ghosts here that I know of. There is the nun at the cemetery who is very hard to get evidence for, and she will yell at you constantly and tell you you're not supposed to be here. There is the nun in the church that tells you to be quiet. And then there's the new ghost that we are going to hopefully get today. I've seen him in a couple different places, and I have heard new ghost voices as well. So let's get some lights on so we can see, and then we'll start taking our measurements. That is Conrad. Conrad, no. There we go. And then we will go up here. Make sure there's nothing up there yet. No. Okay. Alright. So most of the time when I got footage from the new ghost, he was around here in one other spot, which I'll show you later. But the evidence does stack, so if you get evidence from the nun, you can still get evidence towards the new ghost as well. And for anybody who wonders why there's EMF 5 here, there's a generator on the outside of this wall. Just go around, see if we can get any readings. See if either one of the ghosts wants to show up. Hopefully they both do. Let's start the temperature. So quiet, and then all of a sudden. So this is a nice spot to watch for both of them because the nun can spawn up here. She can also spawn down there and light the candles. The new ghost can spawn up there as well, and then the nun can spawn in a lot of spots. I have seen her pretty much all over this church. Conrad, no. It's not a temperature. Stop taking the temperature, because you're just gonna tell me it's just a cold spot. There's nothing paranormal. It's quiet so far. Did I just... There he is!
Wow. I took a photo of the ghost.
Now, you can
What
follow
was that? I'm glad I
him.
captured it with a recorder.
He's gone. But that reminds me of the other places that you can see him. He comes out this door, and the other place that you can find him is he will walk towards this door over here. Now this door is still locked. But he can walk to this door over here, and then I have also seen him just walk over to this tree line over here. And then the last time he did that, he disappeared right about here. But we can do some investigating outside as well. I haven't tried to do any investigations outside. I've gotten the sounds outside because you can hear the footsteps when he's walking. You can see him out here. I have not checked for... Oh, there it is. EMF. And we lost. There it is. Come on. Come on, there's no generator here. He must be walking here. I'm not sure how I feel about that new progress meter because it will fill up on random stuff, and then there are other times that you do not get it. Guess we wait, check the thermometer in the meantime, see if there's any cold spots. Did I see? No, that's the bell. And I'm pretty sure he's a residual because he just keeps walking the same path and he doesn't really look at you, unlike both the nuns who will look at you and speak to you, but they are of course shadow people. And then once we get our evidence here, I want to show everyone a really cool spot on the map that I don't think I've seen anywhere else. Maybe other people have gotten there, but it's a lot of fun, and I absolutely cannot wait for a ghost to be there. It was actually the first place I looked for a ghost on the update. There are lots of neat places on this map, and some of them are still blocked off, like this house. See? You hear the footsteps? I don't see him though, but I definitely hear him walking.
What was that? I'm glad I captured it with a recorder.
Let's see if we can get EMF. I hear the walking. I do not see... Oh. Oh, we almost had it.
These lights are acting funny.
There we go.
I should continue investigating.
EMF level 1. And they do stack, so if I would go now and get EMF from something the nun was doing, or get cold spots from the nun inside, or even if I would go over to the cemetery and get EMF or cold spots, that would all count towards the investigation. And now that we've seen him out here, I actually do want to go back inside because there are new ghost lines inside the church. I couldn't quite make it out the last time I was in here. And you still get the nun a lot too, so... That's not me walking. There she is.
That was a very unusual noise. I'll keep that as evidence.
I love how she turns and looks right at you.
I took a picture of a ghost.
And he's here again too. This is amazing. Oh, he's stuck. Wonder if I can get EMF off of him? What about cold spot? No. He's so cool. He just walks up. I lost him. So yeah, they are both here, and they were actually both here at the same time. Like, she manifested here, and while she was manifesting here, he was walking out the door again. So it's a lot of fun. Let's see if we can get some more. That's the generator. That is the nun who does that. And see, she closed the door, so now we lost it.
The EMF meter
Thank
should
you.
not behave this way. This is paranormal.
And one of them just whispered sweet nothings in my ear, but I'm not sure what they said because Conrad was talking. So I'm pretty sure it's the nun who shuts the door because the other guy, the other ghost, does not look at you. It has to be a residual, so it can't actually.
These temperature fluctuations appear to be normal.
And that is why I hate that progress bar. Thank you. Thank you for the astute demonstration, Conrad. I usually get really good temp readings on the stairs. They're really low, too. But this is a great spot for either one, obviously.
These temp readings are unusual.
Did I hear her? 9? Good lord, that's cold. This is one of the most reliable spots for getting temperature readings on this map.
Something is going on here. These
There we
temperature
go.
readings are definitely paranormal.
So we have our 2 temp, we have our 2 EMF, we need one more piece of audio, and then I am going to take people on a tour of the map and what we know about it so far. I kind of want to stay in here and wait for the audio just in case I get the new one. So quiet. And before we leave, we'll stop back here and see if either one of them turn the candles on. Because I think we got confirmation from the developers that the ghosts just go about their business even when you're not here. No, that's not me walking. But Conrad doesn't care. Quiet, and then there's this guy. Is that a guy or a lady? I can't really
great
tell.
audio evidence.
Let's see how far we can follow this time. Yep, see, they're going this way this time. And they disappeared right about there.
That was a very unusual noise. I will keep that as evidence.
So that is the new ghost that has been added. And we actually have enough evidence for the gold trophy already. In case you were wondering and you didn't know, it is 2 temps, 2 EMFs, more than 3 pieces of audio. I do believe you need an EVP if the particular ghost type gives EVPs as well. It definitely helps. And 1 photo, which we have several photos. I love this new ghost, it's so cool. But I'm going to go on a tour of the church in case you haven't seen it yet. There is a basement on the back side of the church that you can't get into. There is this building here that's locked off. If you go over here across from the front door, there is a cemetery, and there is a nun ghost that is also a shadow that shows up in the cemetery as well. If she does yell at you, she'll look you right in the eye and tell you you're not supposed to be here. It's one of the harder ghosts, I feel, to get evidence on, and I usually get it along this pathway here. Like right in this area is usually where I get most of the evidence. So if you come straight across the cemetery, go out the back through this gate here, there's actually a gravekeeper's hut right here with a generator over there. Do not get confused by the generator EMF, and you can go inside this one. So obviously when they said there was a new ghost, I checked out this area as well, but nothing happened here. I even turned the lights on and just left them on while I went around the map, and the only thing I have found is that second ghost at the church. This is the little gravekeeper shack, and there is a shed right across from it this way that is just waiting for a poltergeist. Imagine you come over here and you hear the lawnmower start. This is a gravekeeper shed. Here is the little outhouse. You can get in there. Not that it does you any good, but you can get in there. And then if we follow the path and go this way, this is one of the other locations I checked out for a new ghost, but I did not get any readings. And I spent a good 10-15 minutes in each of the locations I thought the ghost might be. I did not expect it to be added to the church itself, because that was actually the last place I checked. But if you come over here, we have the mausoleum. There's two doors. This one here. Where's that light coming from? And this one here. Oh, there's a skylight. That's nice. This light's in here. This one here. One here. And one around the back. And if you go down this way, you might recognize that picture. And that one. And that one. So if you've played Obsidio, you have seen all three of those pictures before. And then on this side, got the little Eiffel Tower. That picture is also an Obsidio. That bear is cute, but I don't think I've seen it anywhere else. Some bottles, a statue. I can't see that picture well enough to know if I've seen it elsewhere, and the cross. There's a little cemetery out here. I checked there for ghostly activity too. There is a series of crypts back behind it, with a lot of tight corners, so I did spend some time back here as well looking for ghosts. I mean, I can bring the stuff back out. But there's just some rows of crypts down here, and then if you go far enough, I believe this side is the statue of Mary, and that's right, you cannot get around that tree. I knew that, and I tried to get around it anyway. So this side there is a statue of, I believe it's supposed, I think it's supposed to be Mary. And then on the other side, straight across from here, there's a little similar area with a fountain. No, that's not. Oh, no, it's in the back. It's in the back. There's, excuse me, there's another one of those generators right there. They do give off EMF level 5. Where is that fountain? Because the last time I was down here, I was like, ooh, EMF 5, there's nothing here. There was the generator on the other side. Okay, maybe the fountain was at the front and I missed it. There is a fountain somewhere as well, in a similar setup. So now we'll go over to... Oh, here it is. I knew it was on the other side. Now, we will go over to this line of trees. Now, this is the fun part. Like, this is one of my favorite spots. I can't wait for a ghost to get here. And there is actually a path leading into the trees. And I found this completely by accident one day when I was out at the gravekeeper's hut. And yes, it is colder back here by default, so it's 17 degrees back here instead of 19 everywhere else. You make a, if you're coming from that way, you make a right at the end of the path, and then keep going this way. Nope, I hit the fork again. This way, over the branch. You'll run into this tree first, and then if you keep going, there is another tree and a small clearing right down here. And it's so far out of the way, you just know there's going to be something here eventually. Also, that tree's kind of very distinct. But yeah, this was the first place I looked for the new ghost. I checked here, then the mausoleums, then the crypts, then the gravekeeper's hut, and then finally I went back to the church because I thought I would just get the evidence from the nun and go on my way, and of course that's when I ran into the other ghost. So now, if you follow this path all the way back, that's where we came from when we came up from that crypt area, but if you keep going this way, this is how I accidentally found this area in the first place, because this will eventually take us somewhere, I promise. It's a very long walk. Like, I don't know why it exists and there's nothing out there. Like, I feel there's going to be something there eventually. It's getting warmer, so we're getting to the end of the path. And now we are back at the gravekeeper's hut right over there. And nothing has gone on there because both the lights I turned on are still on. That's kind of how I was checking to see where the new ghost was as well. I turned all these lights on so when I was wandering around, if something turned out a light, I would notice it. So now we're back to where we started at the cemetery. We'll go check the church to see if the ghosts turn the candles on at all. I believe it is the... No, it has to be the nun, because the residual can't interact with its environment. But I have actually seen her go up there, stand at the Bible, and then both candles will turn on. We can check. And then we'll head back to the main office, and that is the new church map and the new church ghost. Maybe we'll try to see it one more time. There's no candles on. I know there's literally no reason to need a run button, but I need a run button. Let's see if we can get that other audio while we're here. Oh, he's coming this way! Oh, that's so cool. Wonder
Wow.
what the red sash
I
is
took a
for.
photo of a ghost.
Okay, so that ghost is back in the building. Do residuals make noise? I mean, they have to, right? Because the skipping child is a residual, and she coughs and asks, "Where's Madison?" And see, cold spots, changes in electromagnetic fields prior to manifestations. Unexplainable sounds are usually heard and EVPs are never obtained. That's depressing. That didn't sound like the nun shush though.
Wow, that's great audio evidence.
That's the nun.
What was that? I'm glad I captured it with a recorder.
Let's see if we can get the other audio real quick before we go anywhere. Oh, see? The candelabras have been lit. Nobody plays the piano. There are pianos in 2 of the locations now, and I have never heard them been used, and I'm kind of sad about that. I can't even play it. Hello? Are there ghosts here? I love this location. It's my favorite map. I can't wait for there to be a ghost back at that clearing. Those are not my footsteps. I am standing still. Okay,
Ooh, that is eerie.
I have not heard that one before. That one heard like, don't you see? There it is again.
That was a very unusual noise.
There
I'll keep that as evidence.
Oh, they blew out the light. There's so much audio evidence going on right now, and so many pictures. There's the nun. See, she's gonna look at me. Yeah, I know. At least that one doesn't yell at you when she looks at you. The one in the graveyard literally looks you in the eye and tells you you're not supposed to be here. Kind of like how the shadowy screamer screams, "Help me!" And every time he does it, I lose 10 years off my life. Anything else? We've heard that one before.
That's extraordinary audio evidence.
Do you hear him?
Wow, that's great audio evidence.
I can't understand what he's saying, but he has a very deep voice. I don't know if he's preaching. She keeps telling me quiet. But
what was that? I'm glad I captured it with the
we're
recorder.
getting so much audio evidence. I wish we could go back over the audio evidence later. Like, here is what you heard, and then you can put it on your computer, and... Dude, he walked right through me!
Wow, that's great audio evidence.
He gets stuck on those steps a lot. Was that something that happened in your life, sir? I can still hear the outside even though I closed the door. Thought maybe if we got that other line again, I cannot shut out the outside world. Maybe we'd be able to hear it better if I shut the door, but it's not looking likely. Ding dong. Bing bong. This is not interactable either, which is very sad. Alright, so that is the new ghost at the church map. He's coming back.
What was that? I'm glad I captured it with a recorder.
Didn't come in though. Maybe he was walking across the lawn. But that is the new ghost at the church map. He's kind of cool. I don't know what his story is. Obviously, we've got the 2 nuns. We've got him. I can't tell if he's actually supposed to be a priest or a judge because he's got that old-timey wig on. But let me know what you thought about the new map. Let me know if you're excited about potential ghosts back in that clearing, or even in the mausoleum or down in the crypt area. There's so much potential for this map, and I cannot wait to see where it goes. But we will head back to the office. We will see our final stats. 555 489 1456. That is eerily close to my work number. EMF. Some of the parish members have experienced paranormal activity within the church. Photographs taken during this investigation display profound evidence of paranormal activity at this location. I would say an overwhelming amount of audio evidence was collected during this investigation. Conrad Stevenson's paranormal private investigator obtained conclusive evidence on the above-mentioned devices supporting the fact that this location is haunted. Although substantial paranormal activity has been found within the location, in general, there is no reason for concern. CSPPI will conduct further research to try and identify a source for this paranormal activity. If there are further concerns, CSPPI will return to the location for a follow-up investigation. Research is coming. And then, did the trophy stack? Because I had already gotten a gold trophy for that ghost. I'm slightly curious how many I have now. So I had 3 and now I have 4. So they just stack randomly, so I could go back and get the same ghost 800 times, and then I would get 800 gold level investigation trophies for that location. But that's it. Let me know what you think about the map, about the new ghost, and I will see you next time for the next update. Hopefully it's soon, and I want it to be in that back area so bad. Bye bye.